Johnny, but yeah.
Hello, Stamina.
Hello.
Hello. Activities such as if someone knew how to sew or perform corrective action.
Good morning.
Okay, so
Doing okay.
blacksmiths over here. There's a bunch of like shopping stalls over here.
Mostly my water magic
for a lot
and,
bunch of other stuff.
potion making.
Relic is the, well, now small automaton who works the forge.
Is there a
The
mining
potion stall
area?
used to be over here up until it got blew up. I think there is, but I just don't know where it is because nobody's ever told me where it is. I just know that it's around
What
somewhere.
are you looking for?
Mining area.
There's that area.
Hands-on.
There's I will show you another area that has a lot of crystals.
The backup of some sorts while they
Ah,
work on a new
that's good.
body.
Stick around. Things usually
It's
happen.
impacted their abilities greatly, but they're doing their best.
Currently fulfilling an order coming out of their library right now.
Can't.
That is fair.
Apparently he threw out his
Yes,
back.
there has been a box
So,
tailored
on-
thing
Ah.
asking for them.
I'm
So-
sure they have
Down
something to
there,
help
when you
with,
go down the
I
steps,
assume they have
as
something
soon as you
about
get to that
bone issues,
second set of
maybe?
steps,
I'm not sure.
look
Do
to
I
your
define
right.
Or is it better
There were
idea?
likely
We'll see there.
muscles if it was his
Specifically
throwing out his
Ah,
back.
okay.
Find them, so to speak.
That is where they mainly, from
They're-
my knowledge,
Ask around a little bit. So.
Randomly
or
around.
iron
I
and
think you
such.
just, I think you just find them randomly. There
Ah.
is one issue though. Some acorns, Sir Hard can tell you.
Which,
that
by
will
the way,
go around
Sorry,
don't
I'm just
try to
tossing
get too much iron. Obviously, the Fae don't like the iron.
It is very
Iron
For
is
obvious reasons.
However, it is
not
par for the course
necessarily
in
what
this
I was
place called
looking
Sundial.
for. I was looking for more strong earthy components for me to potentially craft more crystals.
There's a cave behind the town that has a bunch of crystals. It's one of the
You want to
Fae's
show me one of your
homes.
crystals, Johnny?
More of a challenge. So, anyways, so are you gods or hunters?
Here's a water crystal.
Just falls
down
the see. Oh, it's interesting. I'm able to work with crystals, but I mainly use it for
I got the other shoulder.
healing or offensive means by just forming them and shaping them. Hence the staff.
What's the name of
I've personally coined myself as a crystal caster myself. I usually use them and put them into a wand of my own creation, and I use them for various different spells.
Well, I never met another crystal caster, I guess. It's interesting.
I don't know their name.
But, I guess this is mine.
Asking people's names doesn't happen often.
Oh, I think that's the very first time I've seen you do something like that. Very interesting.
I've seen her use it a bunch of times.
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt for me to bring out my wand as long as I'm not going to be hitting anyone with it.
Where did it go? There you go.
The door's closed.
Yep.
I see.
I'm sorry, dude.
I don't think that was it.
That looks like more of a
It's not my
sword.
wand, but it is a sword.
But no, I didn't
It's
know
just
there was
one
a
of
trap.
the
Many
things
people
that I do
use
have.
my staff or spear, so I kind of assumed when he just said it was his wand, as he pulled
No.
it out, I figured that was it.
No, the thing is, I'm still trying to get used to how things feel here. It's the procedures seem
Messing
to
with
be
you?
slightly different. Yeah, it seems to be slightly messing with me. I'll have to make a small checkup later.
Alrighty.
Well,
But,
may I have your name?
oh...
Johny Crystal at your service.
Oh, you're not supposed to say that!
Nice to meet you. I'll use your name wisely, but I am Pine.
Well, you seem to trust them.
It's bad
I'm one of
practice.
the only Fae who don't really use names too much. I kind of just collect them, so you're fine.
Don't worry, I'm not going to be saying that anywhere outside town or anything of that nature. You seem to be
No,
actively
like,
into
seriously.
this one, so for anyone else, I'm not going to be announcing my name.
It's
No, just say you may refer to me as, then say your name. That way you can keep
Or
it.
even use a fake name.
That too.
But
even
like I
with
said,
people that you trust, it's good to
I
be in
kind of-
practice for it because it makes it less likely
I
you'll
want you
slip
to
up.
know I'm willingly giving your name back. I was just using it as a way to teach you.
Fair enough. I appreciate the lesson. It's all very
There
new
are
to
a
me.
lot of Fae out there that aren't as friendly as me,
As
and would
for,
probably use your name to harm you or others. So I'd recommend picking a nickname or something. Just don't try your best not to associate too closely to it, or it just may end up becoming as powerful as your real name.
I'll probably just refer to myself as just Crystal, as that's very
That
generic
works.
and not specific.
hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So you rather I'm going to refer to you as that?
Oh,
Just so you
it's
get
fine
used
if
to it?
other people.
For the time being.
I would.
Well, just so he gets
Actually-
used to it. So
Yeah. Like I
but
said,
anyways,
it
I
is nice
need to
meet
also
you.
show you. Yeah.
Nice to meet you as well. We may as well
But-
continue with the tour.
Yeah, because there's still a few more places.
Sorry.
It's very interesting.
So bed and breakfast.
Possibility of what?
I appreciate that.
Negative
very much.
effects. So that's like one place to.
Absolutely.
Yep.
There's negative effects
That
for
place right
happening.
there.
We have to make sure that people with creation magics or
Boop.
What's going on?
Hi. Just basically giving this guy tour.
Does that look just smaller from the last time I seen it?
I don't know. Has it?
Anyways, what were you saying?
Fly.
You were pointing at my building.
I mean, doesn't the Oh shoot, what's their last name?
Buckthorns. And no,
Buckthorns?
they're
No?
they were called to go do something, and now they left the place to me now.
Ah, okay. But yeah, I'm basically
you
just
need?
telling him where everything. I'm just basically telling him where everything is, just so like he knows where to go if he needs something. So.
Okay. Sup?
Hello.
Yes, but you're chaos. I overheard
And
Death and chaos.
this is the Mage Tower.
I heard about that. Yes, yes.
So it's going to be very devastating, even if you.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Oh gosh, why the heck?
Was that apparently where the old man comes from? All of the adventurers that go out all have their own type of animal that
in
follows
exchange
them.
for something, for a service he did to me.
This location.
But I didn't specify
A lot
what,
of
and so he said I'm free to choose whatever I want for it. And I had the thought of making like
And over there is the gambling den. It's run by two Fae.
Man.
Neither am I. But yeah, sorry, not the summer. The two representatives for the Spring Court run that. So. And they mostly try to like. Usually, you can like. Their currency is acorns, favors, stuff like that. Oh, that also reminds me. Apparently, we trade in here. Usually, trading in here is usually through favors or for actual resources, not necessarily money. So.
He pulls out a gold coin, so these are probably going to be used more as material.
Probably.
Unfortunately,
If you can find the ways. And it's like, I think these places are technically places where people can sleep. I think I could be wrong on that front, so do not quote me on that.
A bulletin board?
Yeah. And this is also where the tavern is.
Calling me sunshine.
Probably be frequenting there pretty often.
Yeah, very bright.
Anyway,
What?
Hey, Lawrence.
Welcome to Sundial. Hi.
Brilliant, welcome, Sir Frog. Cannon, that's the name.
My name is Cannon.
And you said you were being pushed through a gate?
Yeah. Due to look something like you, actually. A little more color. Had antlers, like a deer. Strange dude.
Oh, weird. Hi there. Do you guys want some steak?
I'm good.
Any steak?
But,
Are you new here? I have not noticed you before.
No, it's fine. I got lost for a while, but I've been here.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Wonderful.
Do
I get to be
He's new.
Yes.
Do you
can I get your name for the
want me to
records?
help you find a place to stay? You can refer to me as Crystal.
Sure. I mean, if I can't leave, I'll need something like that.
Okay, I'll go see if we have a spot. Where do people live?
Just direct them toward the campsite.
Okay, I'll go show the dude. Give me a look at it.
Crystal, if it's not too personal, do you remember what you were doing before you ended up here?
Camping.
I believe I was
we got people
trading
behind you guys, so you might want to...
I was trading in something called... it was called the Infinite Staircase, but I was pushed off and fell through into the void.
And then you just kind of fell here.
Infinite Staircase. Have you met Akko?
No, I don't. That name does not ring a bell.
It's them over there, but they're in the big hat out there. They have mentioned the Infinite
Yeah,
Staircase
she's out there.
before.
Yes.
Well, Mr. Crystal, I'm Lawrence. Run the tavern here.
I actually have to get going. You mind showing him the rest of this?
Not
you're
a
okay with that?
problem. I would be, I can do that. No problem.
Okay, thanks.
As well as the mana sources here feels a lot different. I also refer from hearing from other individuals that you kind of can't leave.
This is true. Anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to ask anyone. I'm sure most people will help you. John is definitely very helpful. I'm sure he can finish showing you around.
Well,
did you have anything you wanted to ask me while you're here, John?
Just if you needed anything. Did you need any... I'm sorry?
Where? Where? Who? Where? When? How?
I don't know. Like, you were the one that kind of
Staircase.
jumped...
Did you guys hear anything about a staircase?
He said that.
I said something of that nature.
I recognize you.
I do apologize, but it's not exactly the same here. It's difficult for me to remember things as I did hit my head pretty hard.
I see, but you do remember the staircase, to some extent.
I do.
Interesting.
It's the...
I came running as soon as I heard somebody say... I'm not sure if you remember me, but I was one of the heads of a guild that ran the Infinite Staircase, essentially, and kept peace there for
for a very long time.
Hmm. Yeah, I think I can remember. Actually,
He's. I don't think you were a native. He visited there though, with a bunch of other people.
yeah. You're gonna see a kind of crude drawing, but it does look like you. Would this be like you?
Yes. Those clothing, at least, are kind of unmistakable. Because this is literally like tailor-made, essentially.
I don't know. He's gonna pull out a bag of gold and places it on the counter. I'm not entirely sure if that has any value here, but do you think I could get a drink?
Keep the gold. I can get you a drink.
I can tell you right now, gold does not have much value here unless you find somebody interested in the actual metal itself.
I'll take it.
I think I'll keep it in my pocket, but...
Fuck. Okay.
Okay.
You're lost. Hello.
Well, it's yours because I'm not giving it to you. I appreciate this.
Yes, okay. I was because you have to understand the context that I had when I ran in here all confused was Akira walked up to me, said Aka from behind, and I turned around and she goes, "There's somebody from the Infinite Staircase." I was like, "Oh, excuse me?"
I see.
You're gonna see the glass already chugged down to the bottom.
But that makes more sense. Okay. There's I don't know if you remember many of them, but I know at least a couple. At least a couple of the people that you visited with are here.
How are you?
Might be useful to gather information from those certain individuals then.
Like I can't. What are you? You were on the first one, right? You were on the first because there were two expeditions there. The only thing, Lawrence, is did you need anything from me? Is there anything that you need to help you with?
Yes, I was also someone who actively traded there.
Yes, I heard about that. You traded with the elf merchant, correct? Yeah.
I believe I saw the potter. Moving around.
I traded a lot of crystals.
A small girl with a hood.
That's how I made most of my monetary value.
I don't remember their name off the top of my head.
I may have a lot of. He's gonna pull out a bag of silver and a bag of gold.
With them.
Not entirely sure if this
what are
gonna
the
be useful
pots?
for
Yes.
anything for the time being.
I felt the exact same thing, and she pulls out her own massive fucking bag of gold. I will. You said small girl with a hood. I was fucking loaded, but
no one seen
I always try to carry a lot of money in case I go somewhere into a world that
I will look
really high
at for them once they I finish giving them the tour.
You know, around here it's not as useful.
We hate Fair United. Come on, Sundial FC. 4, please.
Yeah, I should probably continue on with the tour here.
Yes, it's a bit packed in here right now.
Oh, don't worry, I'm having them in.
It is fine.
That's what I
disappointed in you.
I'm going to be trying
Really,
my best to
really
help
nice
you
talking
and
to
the other
you, but I
townsfolk
need to
find a way
leave.
back.
Yes.
If needed.
Do come talk to me later on, though.
Bye.
I appreciate it.
Of course. I'm not sure she's awake right now, but
I
feel like an
I just have a quick question for you, Pine. Sorry for interrupting. Have you seen a small girl with a hood? Apparently she's a potter.
Appreciate it.
Can't say I have. I apologize.
If you do see them, we need the pots for the basins. Lawrence is looking to set up a little area where I can do some tanning of hides for leather. And that would, having pots for that would be good.
Small girl.
With a hood. Lawrence told me about
how do you go about tanning your leather? Do you use the urine from the animals or do you use their brains?
Urine is usually an easier substance to deal with than the brains. You could do that, but the problem is, at least with the urine, it's a little bit easier, and it's a somewhat urine. You know, you just give them water and they give you more peace.
don't accept.
I'm glad you caught me.
True.
Whereas with brains, you have to constantly murder them and constantly get brains, which another thing is even if you collect things from the woods, you need to leave something behind for the forest. So if you take a deer, you have to leave something, and trying to, at least with the urine, you're giving them water and they are giving you a piss, equal exchange. So
weren't allowed into the
I'm going to immediately assume that this is a church and cemetery.
church, cemetery, or grave cleric, or not grave cleric, I guess grave cleric. I can't remember the term they prefer, but a small mouse lives there. She is very good with the undead and helping those that are the spirits. So if you need any assistance in those regards, she's probably the one to speak to. She lives there with her brother.
Fair enough.
Maybe you could request of Adagio to find some sort of more sturdy journal.
I let go. She starts moving again. She starts moving again.
Gonna pick up this axe. We'd like for you to stay with us. I don't want to trade you for a tree. You're far too important. I don't want you to trade yourself for anything.
I never got a clear answer. Apparently that is part of the games that they have set up. You take ball, you throw ball, it goes in hole. I think it's part of the gambling in game thing. But I have not messed with it a lot myself.
Well, I'm not going to be making a mess, of course.
Absolutely.
Nope. Stop rolling. There we are. You're just a little mischievous, but I like you.
Let's try this. There we go. Oh, are you kidding me? I did not even touch you. Alright, you'll go in the box. Come on. They do. Okay.
We should just go.
I'm just going to.
Damage.
There you go. Alright. They're in their own little box, so. Apparently one of the
of the crystals.
Over here.
To be honest, this might feel at home to me, as crystals have been a part of my life ever since I was younger.
I do not know if these are the crystals that you need, but these are the only.
But they could be supplementary.
There are crystals in here. There is a fae that lives in here, so you would just need to ask her if you can take any, since this is her home and restaurant, apparently. If you go deeper in, there's a little area she set up as a restaurant. There are also other crystals that are in the, We actually have not been able to figure out what the other crystals are. There are ones that are out there that are in circles. We don't know much about them. They're in random spots. Like he said earlier, things keep moving around, so I can't show you a specific spot where they are.
I can understand that. Personally, I am a master in Crystology, so I might be able to actually help.
That would be helpful. Honestly, it's lots of areas are unknown to us still. Up here is the tower where you can see pretty far into the forest. You can see there's a beach, there's a little area set up. From my understanding, the beach is very safe. You can see that there's a boat that's broken in half that's in the little outlet area there.
I can't see it.
They kind of got a little broken. I'm not sure how they got past these stones, but they did, and that's probably why it's broken in half.
They could have used some form of air magic trying to go through the sky, but they could have ran out and crashed.
It's
People
very...
also misunderstand the sheer amount of magic you need to make a boat fly.
I don't think it flew, but it's a possibility. I might be wrong on that. The captain was very... one of the sea captains, the ones that, don't necessarily... But it's possible they might have tried to fly to get over that obstacle. But there's also 2 small boats over there, but considering the threats that are in the forest, I do not trust the threat that there's no threats in the ocean. As far as I know, there could be a huge monster in the water. For the most part, I've ran out only 2 times in the forest, but as long as you run away when the fog comes, you should be okay. You just want to be very careful. Your big sword is a very powerful weapon, but if they corrupt you and you're on your own, it's a very bad situation.
Understandable.
So if you...
I'll keep that to heart, the fact that if I see
She's so
you have
timid.
I will.
Typically, the image of a knight is confident and brave.
There's quite a bit of flux
she is
here.
very brave when she's out
still
in the
feeling
field,
it.
that's for sure.
Yes.
It also doesn't help having mana sight, so it hurts my head a little bit more.
Yes. Plus, you bumped your head. It's probably a matter as well.
It'll probably take at least a day to recover, that's for sure.
One thing I would warn you a little about is you've been warned about the Fae, and you've been warned about the creatures in the forest. One thing I would be careful of is other people as well. With the protection in town, you would be perfectly safe, but there are some that are itching to take a fight to the Fae. And if they take a fight to the Fae, they will take their fight to us as well. And they greatly outnumber us. So I would be very careful if anyone talks to you and asks you to join in some kind of fight against the Fae, or if you want to try to attack the Fae or do anything to the Fae, because if they find out...
that one guard that was in the tavern.
He spends most of his time drinking and complaining about the Fae. There are ones that are still not as clever and still have their problems, but they are actually actively planning something. Worst he might do is get drunk, take out a sword wave, and then he just fall over drunk, probably. That's the impression that I get from him, but since he drinks so much, there's others. There's a sea captain, the one that was actually captaining that boat. She was actually thinking about starting a war with the Fae. And, she was getting to the point where she was secretly seeing people to try to gather support and do a straight fight to the Fae, which would be suicide. They have actual armies. We have, a handful of people in town? Not that I think you want to join or start a fight with the Fae, but I'm just letting you... I just wanted to
I've
let
dealt
you
with
know.
one Fae before in the past, and I've already gotten that finally resolved about 3 years ago. Got that resolved, and everything is fine. I honestly do not want to stir anything with Fae, knowing with what they can potentially do.
There are some other people, and they should be treated as such. I don't trust them. They are mischievous creatures, but at the same time, I have no ill will for them. I am not one that get drunk and start shouting, curse the Fae, kill the Fae. I just want to make sure the Fae are not a problem and don't cause a problem with us. I actually helped Pine. She came in bad shape and I helped her, so I am not above helping the Fae as well, especially the ones that help us.
As long as they don't cause any problems, I don't mind working with them. But if they ever cause anything, I'm not going to associate with them or cause any trouble. I'm just trying to get out of that situation as soon as possible.
Honestly, I think they are going to be our best bet for going home. They've been here longer. They know the magics here better. They are more accustomed to the magic. The problem is they don't necessarily speak straight and they are mischievous. So you can't always trust what they give you. Not because they're being hostile necessarily, but it's just how they are.
It's in their nature.
I just want to go home and continue searching for my daughter. She ran away and I've never been able to find her.
Me, knowing that I'm not able to leave, if they ever go to feel homesick about going back to my mountain town. Even if I get belittled for being the shortest giant there.
Yes, I used to pick up little Tressire and she used to call me the big giant elf. I miss her. I'm hoping she is okay.
I don't think I clearly got your name. What do you want me to refer to you as?
You may refer to me as John. I am one of the... you might actually hear the squirrel call me Big John Waypoint. Because he dubbed me that my name, so...
Right. Well, I'm probably going to walk around a little bit, get myself familiarized. But I appreciate the help.
Absolutely. And if you need anything, any leathers, anti-poisons, I can help you with that.
Fair enough. I wish